Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, I went to see a special annually returning bird and also went looking for some summer visitors to Ireland. In April, I went to Cromane to see a certain bird that returns there every winter. This is the Eurasian spoonbill, and not only does it return here every winter, but has been recorded doing so for 19 years, since November 2005. This is my second time seeing this individual, but it's the first time I've ever gotten footage of it. I was lucky enough to see this bird just before it headed back to its breeding grounds, which could range from Central Asia to some parts of Africa and Europe. Like the name suggests, these birds have spoon-shaped bills, which helps them filter out aquatic invertebrates, insects, small fish, and crustaceans as they sieve through shallow water. These birds have started to breed in Ireland, but are still considered a rare species here. So I was over the moon to get such great views of this species up close, especially in my home county, Kerry. Unfortunately, I must keep the next location undisclosed, and you'll soon find out why. The reason I went to this location was because there was a few target birds that I wanted to see there, which were common cuckoo, common whitethroat, and common grasshopper warbler, which are all summer visitors to Ireland. Straight away, I spotted this female hen harrier surveying the fields. These are a real treat to see nowadays, as unfortunately their numbers are declining. More on that later. As I carried on along the track, I picked up some more species, such as numerous sedge warblers, a female stonechat, and a chaffinch. While filming the chaffinch, I noticed a pale shape in the corner of my eye, which turned out to be another hen harrier, only this time a male. The numbers of these birds have suffered a serious decline in recent decades. This is mainly due to habitat loss, agriculture, and deforestation. They are also ground nesting birds, which makes them even more vulnerable. The reason I must keep this location undisclosed is because both the male and female may be a pair that are breeding in the area, and given the sensitivity around the species, these sites must be kept unknown. Soon after my encounter with the male hen harrier, I got eyes on one of my target birds for the day, as well as a few other species. Although common whitethroats are a regular sight across the country, this is one of the few places you can see them in Kerry. I then spotted another one of my target birds for the day in the distance, a common cuckoo, a species I've heard multiple times, but this is the first time I've ever set eyes on one. I was even lucky enough to watch it sing its iconic song. It was then joined by another, and then another, until I was surrounded by a species that up until now I had never seen. These birds arrive to Ireland from Africa in April and migrate back in June. As they lay their eggs in smaller birds' nests, they are often an unwelcome sight to some species, like this meadow pipit. Just before it was time to leave, I saw another sedge warbler, this one in full song, and had a quick scan over the tops of bushes as I could hear my final target bird, the grasshopper warbler, but still couldn't see it. After a short scan, I noticed a small brown blob on the top of a bush in the distance where the sound was coming from, and sure enough, it was my final target bird of the day, the grasshopper warbler. Here's some better footage from a few days later. The last location of this video is Killarney National Park, specifically the entrance near St Mary's Cathedral, as I hoped to see a species that's quite reliable there, the spotted flycatcher. As I began to walk along the path, I noticed this dipper preening, and some other species as well. It didn't take long to find the spotted flycatchers, as after about 5 minutes birding, I was met with around 3 or 4 of these birds. Spotted flycatchers migrate to Ireland from Central and Southern Africa in summer. I then headed up to the lake shore of Lough Lane, on my way seeing this tree creeper. When I made it to the lake shore, I got lovely views of this family of mallards. There were also some red-breasted mergansers out on the lake. And a cormorant. After about 10 minutes, I moved on to another area of Lough Lane, near Ross Castle, and on the way, I spotted a siskin and a willow warbler. When I reached the lookout of Lough Lane near Ross Castle, it was fairly quiet, apart from this grey heron. After waiting a while, I decided to make my way back to where I started the walk, and saw my last few birds of the day, including this robin that's leaving its nest after feeding its chicks. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.